yourself a liberal?
You better care about the people.
You real people.
Yeah, real people.
Poor people.
Not fake people.
No, and they better be poor.
If they're not poor, they're not people.
No, and they got to be really poor.
Right.
They care about people who are poor, not the idea of helping them, but needing them, the people of need, where they...
Needing them. Did he slip? Did he slip? He said needing them. I mean the needing, the ones that needy.
So here's the thing.
Liberals need poor people.
Is he saying that the only people who are evangelical Christians or if the only ones that are actually giving to the charities and to the church and to causes that end up going to poor, needy, helpless people? Whatever. No. I was mixing up poor and help, whatever, needy, whatever. Not whores. This is a family show. Anyway, so no, needy people. I'm starting. How needy are we talking here?
I don't know.
What is your definition of needy? You just
folks, I'm afraid we going off the rails.
Sometimes we go off the rails.
We need the media to get us back on the rails.
Okay, so anyway, no, but is he saying that the only people that do that are the types of people that he would think are Christian or that are conservative? They must be liberal because they care about. It's just ridiculous. The whole thing's convoluted.
Right. Here's more convolution.
People need a decent education, or a woman wants to go work and provide for her family, she needs child care. It means something to a true liberal. I work for one of those guys, Tip O'Neill. They actually do care about people, and they cry sometimes. And they're my favorite kind of liberal. Now, if Bernie shows that, it shows authenticity. And people are really looking for that. Hillary, I think somebody's saying to your face, so we'll talk about bad manners, so, you're dishonest. Well, wow. You're saying to the former Secretary of State, former Senator from New York, you're dishonest? That's pretty nervy for a young person to say that to a major figure in American life like that kid did. And Hillary, what's she going to say? I'm not dishonest? She has to go back to the motives of those who have raised the questions about her honesty, which is unfortunately for her very much like what she said back during the Monica days when she said there's a vast right-wing conspiracy out to get me. But in fact, there is. This is the weirdness about politics. It can be that you can also have a problem, but your enemies are going to blow it up out of proportion.
We'll see how that happens in the next 6 days. As always, Chris Matthews, so great to have your perspective.
It's rougher than, I have to tell you, Francis, it's rougher than it's ever been. I've never seen it like this.
Well, it makes it fun for you and me.
If you're watching it, but if you're one of them, I'm not sure it's fun. I mean,
you're right.
They do have souls, these guys, believe it or not. They really do. They're people. They go home at night. They put their head on the pillow and they think about the day and they go, oh my God, did that guy really say that about me?
Yeah, and it's a matter of also getting the voters to see that side of him too, and then maybe that'll be the difference. We will
Bernie is hot.
What?
He said that Obama put a throw up his leg, and he just now said Bernie is hot.
You got to save that soundbite. That's going to be looped.
Bernie is hot.
Oh my gosh!
So he said there's a right-wing conspiracy. It's official. It is official.
He blamed the fact that this kid thinks, and his friends think that she is dishonest, because the vast right-wing conspiracy is real.
From Monica's days, Monica Lewinsky. He just said Monica Lewinsky was made up. It was a conspiracy.
But no. What I'm saying is the same people
I know. But he's saying
that are conspiring against them in order to do this, the Monica Lewinsky thing, are the same people who are calling her a liar.
Right.
And it's all lies.
Right.
And but it worked because this kid falsely believes that she's a liar.
Correct.
Wow, that's common.
And the whole lib thing. He loves these libs. Libs. Okay, let's get into some Bernie real quick. Bernie Sanders attacks 1%ers and billionaires.
Uh-oh. He's been doing that for months.
However, Sanders' panel of...
Where's the news here?
Sanders' panel of experts was stacked with economists tied to George Soros.
What?
One prominent member advocates a new economic order.
Listen, Bernie Sanders is a communist, and George Soros wants communism to take over America for whatever reason. So, of course.
Right. So, on and on and on. He's taking George Soros' money. George Soros is literally dumping money on whoever can get it done.
And by getting it done, we mean destroy America. I mean, literally.
Locking it up.
He doesn't live in America, and he's a multi-billionaire,
right.
One of the richest people in the world, and he is obsessed with a lifelong goal, and he's getting pretty old, so he's got to really get the move on, of destroying America. And I really don't even know why. I just think he might be pro-communist.
Yeah, just straight up communist. Well, because all the control will finally be him. The fait accompli. Everything is just, it is what it is. So Vanity Fair came out and did a puff piece on Hillary saying she cannot be stopped. New York Times throws in for Hillary.
Apparently she could be stopped by that millennial.
Apparently. Did you get the email this week? Did you see the email? We have all our listeners send us tons and tons of email helping us out, giving us great insight. There's an email that came across to us that said, if you're over 50, you need to get this to those under 50.
Ooh.
Because they don't know who Hillary really is. First off, this jogged my memory on a boatload of stuff from back in the day, because I was a child. Number one, when Bill was president, he allowed Hillary to assume authority over health care reform. She couldn't even get one single vote controlled by the Democrat Senate or Congress, and that whole fiasco cost taxpayers $13 million. Bill gave Hillary authority to selecting a female attorney general, both forced to withdraw. Then she chose Janet Reno, which Bill, quote, my worst mistake. Because Janet Reno burnt down, Waco, Texas.
Right.
Bill allowed Hillary to make recommendations for the head of the Civil Rights Commission, and her selection, when there was a probe that was led into her selection, and the discovery showed that this person that she picked had extreme radical views, and her name had to be withdrawn, and somebody else was considered. Bill allowed Hillary to make some more recommendation. She chose former law partner Webb Hubbell for Justice Department, Vince Foster for White House staff, and William Kennedy for Treasury Department. Her selections went, Hubbell went to prison, Foster committed suicide, 2 bullets to the head, and Kennedy was forced to resign. Travelgate, anyone? Hillary wanted to award unfettered travel contracts to Clinton friend Harry Thomas, and the White House Travel Office refused to comply. She managed to have them reported to the FBI and fired. This ruined their reputations, cost them their jobs, and caused 36-month investigation in what came up to be Filegate. Hillary was allowed to recommend close friend Craig Livingstone for the position of Director of White House Security. When Livingstone was investigated for the improper access of about 900 FBI files on Clinton enemies and widespread use of drugs, White House staff reported, suddenly Hillary and Bill denied even knowing the guy. Then the bimbo eruptions scandal, the whole defense and everything with Monica Lewinsky, she urged her husband not to settle with Paula Jones after Starr investigation. They did settle with Paula Jones, millions and millions of dollars, refused to release Whitewater documents, which was Watergate, and which led to the appointment of Ken Starr, special prosecutor, after $80 million of taxpayer money was spent. Starr's investigation led him to Monica Lewinsky, Bill lying about the affair. Hillary's devious game plan resulted in Bill losing his law practice, lying under oath, grand jury, perjury, obstruction. So then when Hillary avoided any issues or being indicted, if you will, by saying, I do not recall, I have no recollection, I do not know. She said that 56 times while under oath. Hillary was forced to return an estimated, I remember this, Hillary was forced to return an estimated $200,000 in White House furniture, china,
I
and artwork
remember that.
Yeah, she stole it.
Oh, they even took the W's off of all the keyboards in the entire.
Yeah, because Bush won. It's going to be W. Bush. W.
Yeah, they took all the W's off it.
Yep.
But no, the stealing. I mean, are they literally thinking? Well, this was our house for 8 years. I guess this stuff is ours. When we move out, and we take the stuff.
So now we're exposed to the destruction of possibly incriminating emails while Hillary was Secretary of State and the pay-to-play scheme of the Clinton Foundation. It's looking like she's going to be indicted, by the way. FBI is talking about indicting Hillary, and they want to indict Hillary and Uma Abedin. You ready for this, Carrie?
Yeah, give it to me.
Barack Obama is going to pardon her before she's indicted.
Well, I actually thought of that. I'm sorry if I.
It's going to happen.
Did you come up with that, or did you read that somewhere?
I came up with it, and then somebody talked about it in a newspaper today.
Oh, okay.
But I came up with that
several days ago.
Yeah, I came up with it earlier this.
I'm sure you thought of it before me, though.
About 15 minutes.
Right. I think 15 minutes after you thought of it, I think I thought of it.
Well,
sure.
it's that whole connection we have, that mind connection.
It's the Corsican brothers.
Is that what they call that?
No, that's when if I hurt myself somewhere, you feel it. That's the Corsican brothers.
Okay. So, any Obama news? The debt of the federal government has increased $8 trillion under President Obama in his first 7 years in office, according to official data publication by the U.S. Treasury. That equals to $70,612 of federal borrowing for each of the households in America.
That's a lot of money.
Your household in America, is indebted to the federal government $70,000.
I guess I better start having some kids.
Yeah, apparently, under George Bush, this article brought this up. George Bush, 8 years in office, federal debt grew $4 trillion, which was $40,000 per family. So between Georgie Puddin' Pie and Barack Hussein Insane Obama, $8 trillion, $9 trillion, $5 trillion, $14 trillion raised between two presidents and 16 years. 16 of the longest years of my life.
So when Jeremiah Wright says that our chickens are coming home to roost,
they're roosting right now.
He might be talking about the self-fulfilling prophecy of Obama's policies.
I think so. Yeah, correct. I don't think there's anything about that that's not true. Wow, folks. I mean, we're coming down to the last couple of minutes. I don't know if there's any. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's going on.
One thing I wanted to mention, and I wish we could have gotten to this earlier. Cruz was attacked very, very unfairly at the debate. I didn't see the debate, so this had to be reported to me. He was attacked by Megyn Kelly.
Correct.
He was also...
he got in it with Wallace, too. He went back and forth with Wallace.
Well, they showed a 15-clip montage of all kinds of things that were taken out of context that Cruz said. Turns out that, they were all taken out of context. But the big attack was that he was for immigration. Turns out the bill that he voted on for immigration, he tied to it a poison pill requiring all legalized immigrants to not ever in their entire lifetime be allowed to vote. He did that and voted for it, knowing full well that there's no way the Democrats would vote for it. He was right. So,
well, the montage that they played was a YouTube clipped video, and it was very, very poorly done. Breitbart or Drudge Report did an article, and the title of the article was "Kelly Does Donald's Dirty Work, Cuts Cruz's Legs Out."
Well, it turns out when they didn't give Cruz a chance to refute her assertion of his immigration policy, flip-flopping, I guess. He later clarified, and when interviewed, Megyn later admitted she was wrong about accusing Cruz of all that. She did, yeah.
So she's horribly, horribly wrong.
She admitted that she was wrong in her accusations against Cruz. at the debate. But the damage is done.
It's already done.
Yep. Done damage.
Don't let the media pick your candidate.
No.
Listen to Smith Radio and get all the information, because we're all over the place.
For you.
With unfathomable power. What kind of power? Unfathomable. It's without fathom.